Hello, divine people. I'm doing a card by card. Hello, divine people. This is a card by card. All 78 cards get their very own video, and in this video, we're looking at none other than the King of Swords. First, I will describe 3 words that really speak volumes about this King of Swords. Then I will go into the description of the image, content, colors, details. Then I'll talk about the meaning of the card, and finally we'll end with some questions and context. Please like, comment, and subscribe to let me know that this is valuable to you, and feel free to let me know what you'd like to see more of. King of Swords. The 3 big words that I would use: discipline, truth, and logic. I really want to throw in integrity. Yeah, alright, so it's 4 words. We're throwing in integrity. Let me explain those words really briefly. I say discipline, truth, logic, and integrity because the king is a leader. The swords are the heir suit. This king, he is the paternal leader of whomever, and he's all about how. He's all about the approach. He's all about doing things with rigor and discipline and using reason instead of emotion and intellect instead of intuition to find himself a truth teller and a truth keeper. And in in doing so, he is whole. He is true to himself. He has integrity. He is a leader that leads with integrity. King of Swords. Um, I would say on the not so fun side of the King of Swords is that he can be probably difficult to speak to, right? People that don't act as much with intuition and aren't as feeling and sensitive can be or come off less empathetic. So those are the 4 words to describe the King of Swords. Let's get into the image description. In the King of Swords, from the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, you can see front and center an enormous king that is wearing a blue robe with um, a kind of purple lavender cape and a red cloth over his crown, and he is holding a sword that is almost as big as he is. And he is, I think I stated this already, but he is enormous. There are trees that are about the size of his shin. There are clouds that are about the size of his shin. So he feels like, I mean, on top of the world is an understatement. Let me try to describe this King of Swords according to this ChatGPT generated description. He wears a blue robe symbolizing wisdom and a red cape representing power and action. His throne is adorned with butterflies, symbolizing transformation, and crescent moons, indicating a balance of logic and intuition. Okay, okay. The king holds an upright sword in his right hand, signifying clarity, truth, and justice. The right side, this is not ChatGPT, but the right side is the logical side, the left side is the creative, intuitive side. So the fact that he's holding the sword in his right hand it doubles down on this idea of the air sign being a logical sign in this particular card. His face is serious, conveying a sense of intellect and authority. The sky behind him is clear, suggesting a mind free from confusion. Yeah, blue skies signify clarity, right? I can see everything. Tall trees and distant mountains are in the background, and also clouds that are gray, which symbolizes neutrality. And the tall trees and distant mountains symbolize stability and strength. Okay, so that's the image. A lot of blue and a lot of gray in this card. There's a tiny bit of red, and I think that ratio of mostly blue and gray signifies a heavy dose of clarity and a particular kind of clarity, right? Like the kind that is not biased, the kind that is as neutral as can be. Um, so the meaning possibilities, as I've already kind of hinted at, are that if this card comes up for you, it can signify that you or someone else in your life, a figure, right? Because the court cards they've all got people in them that are very readily accessible, that are visually accessible, that you can see their faces. And so the court cards, and the king included, um, signify either perhaps you yourself, the person that is getting the reading, or maybe someone in your life that you're very close to, that's on your mind, whatever. And it can signify that there is a thought process that's at the forefront of your mind on how do I approach this, right? Like and being and discipline and having integrity are definitely on your mind, if not in your life actively already. Uh, so how do you use questions around this could include how can you approach something so that you don't regret it at the end, right? And that kind of points to the truth and integrity. How can you, regardless of your choice, how can you make it well? And that points to discipline. Um, what evidence do you have to support your decisions and actions? Which points to logic and like sharp analysis. So you can use these questions to kind of guide you through the King of Swords. Um, and please note, as in every reading, context is everything. So unless you just pull one card, you're not pulling just the King of Swords. So you are looking at the entire spread. You are looking at how these things interact together in terms of how they are shaped and like on the table, and how they kind of speak together and what their dynamic is together. So for example, if I pulled up the King of Swords and also the Three of Swords, which is traditionally like betrayal and an opportunity for forgiveness, pain. The Three of Swords is harsh. It's a harsh card. It looks harsh. And if those two were together, um, it would signify that perhaps what you're choosing and being logical about is a betrayal. Here's the Three of Swords. As you can see, it's harsh. So perhaps the king, is deciding what to do intellectually about this painful thing that he wants to deal with as well as disciplined, as rationally as possible. Just an example. Um, okay, so let's look at the other. I promised you that we would look at the other decks, and I do have these decks individually reviewed, so feel free to go through Daily Divinity YouTube channel to find the different reviews of these different decks. This is from King of Winter is from the Fairy Tarot deck. King of Bats is from the Halloween Tarot deck. This King of Swords is from the Modern Witch Tarot deck. And then are all interpretations of the original, or not the original, but the most commonly used Rider-Waite deck. Okay, Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Keep coming back for more. And let us know. Do you resonate with the King of Swords? Why? How? Have you recently had to make a decision in a particularly disciplined way? Did you use the King of Swords to inspire you or to remind you to act with lots of logical, smart movements? Was that the King of Swords that told you that? Because I gotta tell you, the King of Swords wakes me up sometimes. Give me a slap in the face. It's like, get it together. Get it together, Daily Divinity. Get it together. Okay. Be well, everybody, and stay divine.